Rock 102.1, it is Shmonty in the morning. This is very cool to have this guy here making all sorts of national news. But he's here on my little show in Tucson, Arizona. Ink Master Season 7 winner, the Ink Master himself from the old Pueblo, Anthony Michaels. Welcome, dude.
Yo, what up? Thanks for having me, man.
So how has it all been going from, a talented guy here in Tucson to now a guy whose phone and email probably has been just lighting up nonstop since you won Season 7 of Ink Master?
It's insane, man. Like, I just leave my phone on the charger because if not, it's just a matter of seconds before it dies.
Really?
From all the emails, the notifications, the text messages. And I couldn't be more grateful for all of it, Definitely more than what I bargained for. I just wanted to kind of let people know, like, hey, Tucson's here, and we can tattoo also, and it really, took off from there. So now I have my work cut out for me, but I'm doing the best I can.
Do you just find you have to take time in the day to sit down and go, okay, 1 hour, I'm going to respond to as many people as I can, ready, go?
Oh, yeah, for sure. And even that, it's not enough. It's not enough time because then aside from my personal life, I'm still having to prep for my tattoos and draw, set up the station, sterilize tubes, clean the shop. There's countless of things.
And now you're over at Metro Tattoo, right?
I'm over at Metro Tattoo.
Okay, just in case people want to track you. Has your calendar just filled out now? Are you booked for the rest of the year? Can anybody get in with you now?
No. But that's, I'm not saying that disrespectfully or not in regards to...
Well, right, but you just won Ink Master Season 7, so that makes sense.
What a lot of people don't know, and I think this is a good opportunity to put it out there, when I got the call and the opportunity to be a part of this,
right,
I was already about 11 months booked out. So from the time that I was gone, I had to put those appointments, I had to push those back. Got back in town, got married days after getting back.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Had to get caught up with those that were pushed and then continue on with the ones already booked. Once the airing happened, that was it. Cat's out of the
We'll
bag,
talk to you in 2018 or something when you have some free time. Well, because, everybody in Tucson knew your talents, but now everybody nationwide knows. Now, before we talk about your experiences on the show, I want to give you some credit. I want to throw some props to you because I saw on your Facebook page, facebook.com/Anthony Michaels Tattoo. I got that right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Facebook.com/Anthony Michaels Tattoo. You did a live cast and you addressed, something I've seen in a lot of comment threads.
There's all of you who are pissed off that Clean lost on technicality. I think Clean should have won too. I love Clean. I love Christian. Christian definitely should have been up there standing. It could have been Clean and Christian, and I'd be just as grateful as I am now.
Which I think, first of all, kudos to you for addressing it head on rather than, just going, it is what it is, sorry, I'm just tattooing.
Sure.
That speaks to your character as a person.
Right.
Now, that being said, though, not that I have to come to your defense, but at the end of the day, that's the risk you run with a competition show where there are judges who they all have their own opinions.
Exactly.
We do the battle for KFMA Day every spring. Local bands battle it out. One band gets to open up KFMA Day. And you can see on the wall, just the lists of bands that we have play our shows. It's insane. And there's always people that, that's BS, blah, 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 blah. I will never be a judge at any one of those.
Yeah.
Just because I like what I like. And I would vote for that. But now I'm getting too close with local bands. I don't want to, step in and put my, have people think there's favoritism. So I leave it up to the judges. But let's get back to Ink Master Season 7. So now you're the Ink Master. Your time on the show. What was it like having those judges week in, week out look at your stuff? Were you ever going, oh, this is it. I'm done. I'm going home.
Every single time. So day one, Dave is telling us how this season is going to unfold. From that moment on, I've never felt so small, and it was too late. What was I going to get up and walk out?
Yeah.
No. My kids are watching, my wife is watching, my family is watching, and this state is watching. I'm going to stay and I'm going to fight. I'm here now. Going up against what I was going up against, no, there was no way I saw that I'd be standing in the end, and not because I doubt myself, but because I think I just respect who I was going up against, and I know what they're capable of, and I was out of my league, From that moment on, all I did was listen to what they were asking for, I made my own interpretation of it.
Yeah.
And just delivered, you know, and that was my system throughout, man.
I mean, what were you telling yourself in the last challenge when you're sitting there and you're designing, you're going, okay, this is it. This is all or nothing.
As far as my finale piece?
Yeah, just go in your thought process.
Everything I drew, this is it right here. I got it in the bag. And I come to the end of the drawing, this is horrible. I don't know how many times I have a pile at home.
Do you still have them?
I have a few of them, the ones that didn't get shredded and torn, but I have a few of them that I thought were it, and I was trying so hard to achieve something that is out of my realm because I was assigned one of the tattoos.
Yeah.
And I was trying so hard, man. I was studying all these old traditional Japanese artists, but it just didn't speak to me as to who I am as an artist. So I had to figure out, how do I represent this art respectfully, but still be myself? So, man, I took a minute, made myself a little rum and coke. I sat there and...
Brain fuel.
Yeah, and the kids were looking at me. And I just started cranking out this dragon, you know? And I'm just like, look, I got to sign this. Not a lot of people are really big on Japanese traditional, so what can I do that is recognizable?
Sure.
And I just went to a dragon. And it just so happened that during the season, they hit a couple points about the dragon that they wish they could have seen more. And they wish this, they wish that. You know what? I'm going to give that to you. I'm going to see if I can redeem myself. And I did.
And when the dust settles,
yeah.
Champion of Ink Master Season 7. Again, in studio with me, the Ink Master himself, Anthony Michaels. We'll go to commercial right now. You can follow him on Facebook, facebook.com/Anthony Michaels Tattoo. That's where you can keep in touch with him, follow all of his live streams. When we come back, I want to talk about some of your favorite, maybe behind the Shinedown asking for it, and people have been asking for this interview since you won Season 7 of Ink Master. Mr. Anthony Michaels hanging in studio still. We were talking off the air about some of your behind-the-scenes experiences that you had. And the one that I like the most is how you refer to Dave Navarro, a man who so many people are just like, Dave Navarro, Gene's Addiction, Dave Navarro, Sons of Anarchy, Dave Navarro, one of Shmonty's favorite Red Hot Chili Peppers albums, One Hot Minute. And you're just like, oh yeah, it's Dave. Yeah, Dave. Dave and I went and played golf. It's me and Dave. Like, what was it like? Was he just a guy to you going in, or did you have him on this pedestal too?
Oh, he was on a huge pedestal going in. You know, it's one thing to come off a certain way on, you know, TV and to the world,
right?
But to be genuine off TV also, I think that's rare, you know. And I can understand why all the girls go crazy over him, you know. Like the dude, he almost looks fake. He looks so good in person. You know what I mean?
Does he look that way in person, or is that all TV?
No,
you know, TV and makeup.
Amazing. He takes really good care of
that
himself.
Bastard. Save some for the rest of us.
But the way he carries himself, man, his charisma, and the way he speaks and the way he interacts with people is very, very genuine and very raw. And you don't see that anymore. So being as stressed as we were competing, that really helped to kind of keep us, and all the judges were like that, you know, amazing guys, and it just really helped it made the process fun at that point.
Now, were there any moments during the competition, maybe we didn't see him air on TV, behind the scenes, that you have a favorite place in your heart, maybe a funny moment or an oh my gosh moment?
Yeah, this is a funny oh my gosh.
WTF?
Definitely.
Okay.
That. Sarah Miller.
What do you got?
Sarah Miller, if you're listening, honey, I'm sorry. You're amazing, but I could not hold myself together during her critique of her Bill Clinton tattoo. Sarah knows what she's doing. She is an incredible artist, especially a photorealism and portrait artist. So she did a tattoo, you know, her tattoo that day came out dark. Sarah knows what she's doing, and she insisted that it was going to heal perfect.
Mm-hmm.
But in the situation we're in, the way it came off, it was so saturated and so bold. He looked African American. It was dark.
It was black Bill Clinton.
It was black. He was the first black president, not Obama. It was Bill Clinton.
A lot of people thought that when he was in office.
Yeah, right. So the initial reaction when you saw it was just like a punch in the gut, or in the nose, just head on. And somebody behind me just cracked, like they were trying to hold in a laugh, and I lost it. And mind you, we're standing in the critique room. The judges are in front of us, so we're standing on the stage. And there's this pillar in front of me that they positioned me at, and I was doing everything in my power to stay behind that pillar to block the screen, because I know if I saw that it was it.
Yeah.
Come airing, I noticed that they didn't show me during her critique, and I remember why. I was laughing and crying so much that there was a puddle of water at my feet, and Megan Jean is standing next to me, like pushing me, like, Anthony, shut up. And I'm trying, and every time she nudged me, I could see it peeking from around the pillar, out of my peripheral, and I'm just like, oh my God, I lost it every time. I was folded over for 15 minutes while they were talking to her.
Well, thank goodness for editing.
Yes.
Now to turn the tables on you, to be fair, maybe justice for Sarah Miller. That could be a hashtag out of this interview. Have you done any tattoos, whether it be early on or even now, where you've stepped away and maybe you don't want to admit it to the person, but you look at it and you go, oh, what did I do?
Oh, man.
What did I do?
Oh, man. Definitely when I was starting.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to pinpoint the exact tattoo, but I can remember the feeling and the emotion when I saw it. I was so disappointed in myself, but there was a bit of laughter because I
what do you do at that point? Because you've just put something permanent on someone's body,
and it's not that it oh man.
Do you go like, hey, let me give you 10% off?
Yeah.
This one's on me.
Or you just run and hide after that, because then other people are gonna see it.
Yeah.
It was a solid tattoo, but I'm pretty sure it was a cover-up. But was it an efficient cover-up? No. And then the subject matter, I hated it. I just hated it.
So it was something that they really wanted, you didn't want to do, and you were like, all right.
And it was just like, and he was so happy, and that's what I strive for. But me as an artist, I hate everything I do.
Well, hey, ignorance is bliss then.
Yes.
That guy's out there right now with his tattoo that you hate, but he loves.
But it was definitely a moment for me. I was just like, what did you just do,
Was it a face tattoo? Was it one of those portraits? Because that's a tattoo that I think takes balls on both fronts. One, to be the person to get that tattoo, because you're gonna pay tribute to someone and keep their face on your body. And two, as the artist, you have to make them not look like a gremlin. Because I feel like a lot of people, they start out, they mean well.
Yes, for sure.
But then when you look at it, you're like, that's awful.
Yeah,
that's your kid. Okay, your kid looks like a mutant.
Yeah, for sure. And it's unfortunate because they do end up looking like gremlins or mutants. And as difficult as they are, that in a perfect world, I would do portraits all day, every day. That's what I would love to do.
What's the key to doing it, other than you said off air? A lot of people think we just trace the lines.
So there's no drawing in a portrait.
Yeah.
You need, in order to get a good tattoo, your reference needs to be a good reference, whether you're drawing it or tracing it. So the photo reference is most important. And from then on, of course, the caliber of the artist. But there's more than just turning purple to black, in regards to turning the stencil into a tattoo. You need to not only do that based off of your good photo reference, but you need to capture the essence of that person as well. And that's what separates good portrait artists from, just someone who's a copy machine, quote unquote, or just trying to do a portrait. It's not easy at all.
Well, that's awesome, man. Well, again, season 7 winner of Ink Master, Mr. Anthony Michaels, has been hanging out in the studio with us, dude. I'm super grateful that you can make some time, because I know I'm not the only one. I wasn't the only one calling you and sending you emails. I was probably one of many, but you came here, you hung out, and I appreciate that. Follow him on Facebook, facebook.com/Anthony Michaels Tattoo. He's on Instagram. He does his live videos there. He's going to catch up on all of his social media thank yous and whatnots with everybody, because I'm sure you're bogged down.